Hello and welcome to this video. This is early morning Hamish. I decided to wake up a little bit earlier today and I just thought that I would go through something that I've been wanting to look at for a while. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to make an agent skill specifically for Claude Code. You could do it for Codex as well. If you didn't know, agent skills are actually an open format, which means that you can use it for any coding system. So you can see if I scroll down, Cursor accepts it, Open Code accepts it, Claude accepts it, Claude Code, VS Code, Codex, all of these different things you can use agents inside. Sorry, you can use skills inside. What actually are skills? Skills are basically just a way to say to an AI, like, you are a convex developer, here's all the documentation, just use this when you're coding. Now, what we're going to be doing is we're actually going to be creating a skill today. So I'm going to do Claude Skills on Google, and we'll click on Agent Skills, and we're going to press Copy Page. And then I'm just going to jump over to the terminal. Now, obviously, I have a lot of things running, standard. Before continuing with the video, shout out to today's sponsor, Harbor SEO. Now, for full transparency, Harbor was built by me. Originally, it was built by another team. I recently took it back into my own hands and rebuilt it from the ground up with everything that I've learned about coding in the last few years. What Harbor does is it takes your website, just your sitemap, or not even your sitemap, just your site URL, a keyword, and it generates incredibly good AI articles using AI. We even have this new feature which basically puts stats inside your articles. This will help you rank on Google and also on ChatGPT and other LLMs because they are looking for data-rich articles. It takes all of your images, it does everything, guys, and it's $29 a month. It has a researcher which basically uses my own systems plus AI in order to find potential keywords for your website. There's the topic scaler, which looks for missing parts of your topical authority. There's a reworker, which allows you to take previously written articles and make them better. There is a linker, which helps you find backlinks. They are already prospected, ready to go. Just literally message these people, pay them, and you'll get a backlink. And then finally, the latest feature, which is the Scout. The Scout, what it does is it looks for trending topics in your niche. This is optimized specifically for e-commerce. It will work on any website, but specifically for Shopify and WordPress websites. Check it out. There is a link in the description and in the pinned comment. Thank you for your attention. Back to the video. Let's go new window with basic, and we'll do mkdir Claude Skills, cd Claude Skills, and then we'll write Claude here. And we copy this page right here. I'm just going to say, I want to create a new skill. This is how to do it. Familiarize yourself. I don't know how we've managed to use 75% of our weekly limit. What does that even mean? Really? I don't know where that's coming from. Okay, so this will basically learn how to, use a skill, right? You can actually add tools to skills as well. I didn't realize this, which is actually pretty interesting. So yeah, I've reviewed the skills documentation. To create a skill, I need to know what should the skill do. Personal or project skill, skill name. So I'm going to say it should be a personal skill. It should allow my AI to create OpenAI SDK agents. Skill name is OpenAI Agent SDK skill. Okay, and then what we're going to do is you need to find some kind of resource. This is actually the LLMs full.txt. If you go to most websites these days and just put /LLMs.txt, right? So this is the TypeScript SDK, and all I did was just put LLMs.txt at the end of the URL, and then we actually have this abridged compact one right here. So this is actually probably going to be easier. Let's just have a quick look. Yeah, so quick start. Yeah, this has everything we need. So let's just Control A, Control C to copy everything. Here's all the information you need. Make me a skill so people can make agents easily. Use GPT-5 Nano for basically everything. Okay, and then we'll paste it. This is a lot of information, obviously. Let's just see how many lines it actually is. Okay, so that seems to have frozen. So we'll just do a new window here. That's not a massive issue. So cd Claude Skills, Claude-C. And then what I'll do instead is I'll just copy this again. If this happens, guys, there's a pretty easy way around it. You just need to get this in .text format, right? So we'll go docs.new here, and then we should be able to paste into Google Docs. If that doesn't paste, then yeah. Okay, so we found this guides thing here. This was also on the LLMs.txt. This is a little bit shorter, so it should actually be fine to copy and paste it inside here. So let's try and paste this. I mean, if this doesn't paste, I don't know what the hell is going on with my Claude Code. There's not that much information here, right? It's not that crazy. Okay, so we'll just put this in a Google document here, and we'll do file, download. Oh wait, let's give it a title. So this, yeah, sure, that'll do. File, download, .text. If you're struggling with getting things copied and pasted, just try get it into .text instead, right? Just go back here. And then we need to drag this .text over like that. Okay, there we go. And let's just hit. Okay, so it's going to read the document first of all, but it's too big, so it's going to have to read it in smaller chunks. That's fine, that's pretty standard. So we'll just keep pressing yes here. I'll probably close this, to be honest with you. It's probably not going to do anything. Okay, so I just realized something. You can actually use hashtags. So every time you go to add a new part to the skill, grep the next hashtag to see what's next. You've only read 200 lines right now. That's not enough to create an entire skill. So I'll just hit enter here. Okay, so you can actually use the hashtags here to split the entire thing, which is actually super helpful. It's now creating the skill here for OpenAI Agent SDK. I will make this available to everyone. The reason I'm making this, by the way, is because people watched my video yesterday and they weren't really sure what I was talking about. You can basically make an agent that's more intelligent than Claude Sonnet 4.5 using GPT-5 Nano, which is infinitely cheaper, right? So I'm trying to get people on this now. Yeah, because like previously what I would do with my agents is I would create, oh yeah, that is GPT-5 Pro. Oh, sorry, yeah, GPT-5 Pro is just the name of the project. It's not actually the name of the model, right? You can see if I scroll down here, web searches and the main cost. And yeah, you can see GPT-5 Nano. So, I mean, like I was saying in yesterday's video that I made, like the amount of tokens that this actually is absurd. Absolutely absurd. 21,000 requests. Absolute madness. This test here, this $59, was when I tried GPT 5.2 Pro because I was curious to see if it worked. And then this test here is me using the amount that I would be using for Grove, but instead of using Sonnet 4.5, which was costing us $3,000 to $5,000 a month. Instead, the price has gone down to $10 a day, which is absurd. Honestly, it's absolutely absurd, and it's more intelligent than GPT 4.5. Sorry, than Sonnet 4.5. That's without agents though. So let me just quickly explain what I was talking about yesterday because I don't think I explained it very well. I guess you. I'm not saying that GPT-5 Nano is better than Sonnet 4.5. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying GPT 4.5. Sorry, GPT-5 Nano with the Agents SDK is better than Sonnet 4.5 with no agentic flow around it, right? So you could, if you wanted to, use Claude Agent SDK. This would perform better probably than GPT-5 Nano, but it's more expensive, right? So what I'm trying to tell people is if you wrap your workflows with Agent SDK or even just the responses API, it's going to be more intelligent than just using Sonnet 4.5 as a workflow. Okay, so this has created the skill. The really nice thing about this is that it should just be able to create whatever I want now. Let me just read a little bit about what it's done. Yeah, good. Instructions, beautiful. Does it have web search here? Get weather. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, so we press yes here. I'm just making sure here that this has the web search. It does. Beautiful. It's already included in the skill. Let me show you what's there. Beautiful. I should add the full list of hosted tools for completeness. Let me update that section. Beautiful. That's exactly what I wanted. So now we have code interpreter, image generation if we wanted, file search, web search. GPT-5 Nano, research and answer questions using the web. Absolutely amazing. So these are the building blocks to build whatever you want, right? And something I'm discovering more and more is instead of scraping directly, what I used to do was I would take a HTML page, I would turn it into GitHub flavored Markdown using something called Gina. And then from there, I would then send like Gina's response to an LLM to process. What I'm finding better to do is actually just to use the web search tool, right? Because you don't have to worry about Cloudflare or anything like that. OpenAI just handles all of the scraping. Okay, beautiful. So we now have our skills.md. Let's see if we can see it. No. Okay, so can you install the skill, please? Okay, so it says to activate it, restart Claude Code. So what we'll do is we'll do exactly that. This time I'll write Claude. I won't continue the conversation. And then if I do skilled, we should see there it is. Beautiful, beautiful. So activate the OpenAI Agent SDK skill. Just in case it hasn't been activated, I'm not actually sure how skills work exactly. So it says use skill OpenAI Agent SDK skill. Beautiful. The only other skill that I would really like to do is a convex skill as well. If you have those two skills together, honestly, guys, you're going to be absolutely unstoppable. Okay, beautiful. So make me a basic agent that takes a keyword plus a URL and outputs 10 relevant URLs to that keyword. Yeah, just so you guys know, this took me about 3 months, a year and a half ago to create something that was capable of doing this. So I mean, obviously I wasn't that good back then, and it's a little bit different now. So what this is going to do, hopefully, is this going to make an incredibly quick and easy agent so that you guys can see the intelligence of these things. Basically, what it'll do is it will take a URL and a keyword, and it'll just use OpenAI's web scraping, hopefully, to find 10 relevant URLs to that keyword. And we'll watch this entire process. And this is why I'm trying to explain this thing to people because it's so fucking easy to do now. Where is web search? Let's just make sure. URL finder. Okay, let's just press yes. I don't want to like cheat and try and make it work. I want to actually see if I can, if it will just work out right off the bat, basically. Okay, so let's say test with https 2men.it and best sneakers for men. I should already have an OpenAI key exported from last time. Let's just see how this goes. Okay, so let's yes here. Again, I don't want to cheat. I don't want to like pause and then fix it and then unpause. I want to see if it can actually one-shot this because that would be hella interesting. So the user wants me to test the URL finder agent with best things found in the reference URL 2men.it. I'd love to see what it was actually doing, but I think I forgot to like that. That's fine. That would probably be something I would add to the skill though, just because it's annoying to not know what it's actually doing. It's actually really fun and also necessary to know what the AI is actually doing. So this has a timeout of 1 minute. I'm not sure if it's actually going to be able to complete the task within this amount of time. Let's see. Okay, so it found 30 URLs. They are not, oh, okay, from the website, I have to say. So it did find relevant URLs, but they're not from the actual website. So they need to be from the actual website itself, not from other websites. Okay, so we just made a very, very quick change here. It's now going to run it again, and this time it will run it within the target website instead of, random websites. So if you don't know, what I'm doing here is basically AI like processing, right? So you take a keyword, a URL, you let the AI do its magic, and it outputs what you want, which is 10 URLs, right? And then from there, you could take those 10 URLs, you could scrape each URL, get the images from it, right? And that's how I created Harbor, basically. Okay, it's done. Control O, bang, you can see found URLs, Git on cotton sneakers, Git on white leather sneakers. These will all be real. Like, I have absolutely no doubt in my mind that these are real. This is the real difference between an agent and a predetermined workflow. You can trust in this, right? It's not just going to bullshit you. It's actually going to complete the task, right? This is why I keep telling people they have to get into agents. Okay, so this skill will be on GitHub for anyone to use. I'm going to continue developing skills. In my opinion, they're extremely effective and it just saves you having to go back and forth, copying and pasting and all that stuff. So just quickly jumping back onto the skill creation Claude, you can add more and more to this, right, if you wanted. So if you wanted more things, at the moment it's got a pretty good understanding of the main things that you would need to build any agent that you need. I will put this on GitHub. You guys will be able to use it, do whatever you want with it. Create some agents, guys. Trust me, the shit is so cheap. GPT-5 Nano, the pricing is absurd. It's absolutely absurd. This is why I use this model, by the way. Look at that. That's 1 million output tokens for 0.40. That's just crazy, guys. Right, I'm gonna leave the video there, guys. I'm gonna keep making videos like this. I really, really like skills, and the fact that you can use this skill anywhere is really, really nice. I could use it in Codex, for example. I could use it in Gemini CLI, etc., etc. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you're watching all the way to the end of the video, you're an absolute legend. I'll see you very, very soon with some more content. Peace out.